Hello, everyone. My name is Yongkang He. So I'm very happy to be here today to continue my 3 minutes to protect the containers, the series. So this time I'm going to cover how to protect the containers on CCE, which is a Huawei Cloud Container Engine. That's the managed Kubernetes offering from Huawei Cloud. Previously, I already did the backup containers in 3 minutes for Amazon EKS, for Google Kubernetes Engine, for Red Hat OpenShift on AWS, for Red Hat OpenShift Container Platform, for VMware Tanzu Kubernetes Grade, and also for Alibaba Cloud, ACK. I'm actually going to two. One is for backing up PostgreSQL. The other one is for backing up Jenkins. And another one is the HPE Easmo Container Platform, ECP. And today I'm going to walk you through how to protect the containers on Huawei Cloud Container Engine CCE. Let's get started. So typically, if you have the right tools, you protect the containers will be a lot easier. So by my automation, so my name is Yongkang here. I'm very proud of being certified on CKA, CK8d, and CKS. If I have a CCE cluster up running, you typically only need about 3 minutes to protect the containers running on the Kubernetes cluster. So let's see how it works. If you don't have a CCE cluster, so you need to build a CCE cluster. You can build via the web console, or you can build via the command line or via the SDK tools. So typically, if I try to build the CCE cluster from the web console, it only takes 5 minutes. If you want to learn how to build the CCE cluster from the web console, here's the link. Okay, once you have the cluster up running, before we can move to the next step, what we need to do is we need to verify if the CCE cluster is up running. So first of all, you can download the CCE kubeconfig file from the web console. And after that, from the terminal, you can verify the cluster status by running any one of the command below, kubecontrol, cluster information, or kubectl, get nodes. Okay, let's prepare the environment first. I will first log into the web console to download the kubeconfig. So I got the cluster just built moments ago. So this time it took, just on the, I think just on the 5 minutes. If I click, go back to my cluster list, you can see here's my cluster. I got 2 nodes, I got a 4 CPU, 16 gigabytes memory. So if you don't know where to get here, once you log into Huawei Cloud Web Console, you can find it from the menu bar on the compute. There is a cloud container engine. You can make it a favorite. So I already make it a favorite. Now I can find it from the left menu bar. So you click here, it will come back to the dashboard first of all. You can see your node status, your cluster, how many nodes you have, etc. And I click the cluster, that's the only cluster I have. Where to download the kubeconfig? You click the command line tool here, and from here, it will take you to this page. I need to access from my laptop, which is from my Mac terminal. First of all, I want to find the external IP address or elastic IP address. If you don't have an EIP ready yet, you can click assign EIP. So I already have an elastic IP, so I click OK. I bound the cluster with the elastic IP address. Now I can move down to the screen you can see some of the details, CPU utilization, memory utilization. In terms of the observability, Huawei Cloud actually pretty good. I love it. Not every cloud, even the major public cloud, give you such detailed observability. So I'm here. I click a download from here, download a kubeconfig file. So I click download and click here. It will allow me to save the kubeconfig file. So what I'm going to do is I will save the kubeconfig file to my home directory. Let me find my home directory. Actually, where is my home directory? Yeah, it's under my user. And from here, I just save to my home directory, okay? So I will save this file to my local terminal. And then now, if I come to my terminal here, I should be able to run the export command and followed by running the get node status. Let me check. Yeah, right now I got a 2 node cluster running. Did you guys say it's running 1.19 and the CCE, that's the cloud container engine from a Huawei cloud. I got a 2 node cluster running. The node actually was built just 7 minutes ago. Okay, I confirmed my cluster is up running. Now let me come back to the slide that I will walk you through what additional stuff you need to do. There are a few preparation tasks. So first of all, you clone the repository from my GitHub page. That's my automation code. And once you clone the repository, you can change it to the CCE-K10 folder. And from there, you run Huawei Cloud preparation command. So we will prepare the environment. Basically, we will ask you your Huawei Cloud object storage access key and the secret key. So let me come back to my Cloud Shell again. My terminal. So first task, I'm going to copy, run this git clone command. So I clone the repository. And once I clone the repository, I run this command. So change it to the directory, run the Huawei Cloud prepare.sh command. So what you will be provided here is provide a Huawei Cloud access key ID and the secret key. So I'm not going to show you my access key secret key. So I'm going to cancel here. What I'm going to do is I just copy my existing, basically my access key secret key ID to this folder. So once I have the Huawei Cloud access key here, if I'm going to run this command again, basically I'm going to run Huawei Cloud prepare command again. It will say you are ready to deploy because I already have the access key secret key. So now all I need to do is just to run the, let me come back to my slide deck actually. So now what we can do is how to deploy. So run the K10-deploy.sh. Once you run the K10-deploy.sh, we will do the below tasks. Actually, let me run the command first. Okay, I just kick off the command to install Kasten K10. Basically, I run the K10-deploy.sh command. Come back to the slide deck, as you can see here. So the K10-deploy.sh, that's the command we're going to deploy K10 and also deploy a sample database. First of all, we install Kasten K10. Secondly, we deploy a sample database. And after that, we will create a Huawei Cloud object storage location profile. Why create an object storage location profile? Because once you take the containers snapshot, it's sitting in the same location. So by creating an object storage location, we allow you to copy all these snapshots from the container storage to the external object storage, which can be far away. And not to mention object storage, you can have the advantages like high durability, many copies, high reliability, etc. And not to mention it's cheaper object storage. You can keep it longer. And also you can apply the retention lock, object lock, etc. So create a backup policy, also part of the automation. We will create a backup policy for the PostgreSQL database. And after that, we will automatically kick off on-demand backup jobs immediately. And then all of your backup jobs basically will schedule automatically based on your settings. So that's part of the K10-deploy. So as I mentioned to you earlier, so literally for any one of the major Kubernetes cluster, you just need 3 minutes. You run the K10-deploy. We will, protect your containers. Okay, let me check if the deploy command finish. So actually, while you are building while you are running the command from the Huawei Cloud Web Console, under the workloads, under the pods, you can monitor the status of all these, progress. So for example, right now, you can see the copy volume data. So it means the backup job already finished. We already copied the snapshot to the object storage, but I will show you shortly. Just to showing you here all the containers. You can select the namespace. Right now, I selected the default. Let me ticker. So basically, what I care is the Kasten-IO. That's the containers, the backup services are running from this particular container. And then I got the Yong-PostgreSQL. That's my database running in this namespace. Okay, so since the job already looks like the job finished, come back to the terminal. You can see by end of the script, you can see here the total time for K10 plus database deployment plus policy creation, etc. It takes 1 minute 16 seconds, which is quite fast. Most of the time, less than 3 minutes. And before, here is a link to log into the web console. Before you click the link, you bet to double click, copy the token code, and then click the link. Okay, and now I'm going to click the link. After I click the link, it will open up the browser. Let me bring up the browser here. Yeah, it was open in a different window. Let me bring to this window. So I'll move this here. So as you can see, when you click the link, it will take you to this page, ask you to paste the token code, which I'm pasting the token code here, click sign. First time login, you need to provide your company name, your email address, click submit. So once you log in here, you can see actually my backup job's already completed successfully. I got a Yong-PostgreSQL, that's my application. If I click applications here, I got two namespaces, two applications. One is Yong-PostgreSQL. That's my sample database. And I also have a default namespace. I'm actually already have 2 restore points. What I'm going to show you first is I'm going to show you how the restore works. Let me come back to my slide deck. Let me follow my slide deck here. So this is how we build the environment. The environment is ready. Once the build finish, you actually already have the link to log into the web console. You got the token code. Backup job is already running successfully. So the first task, I'm going to show you how to restore the application. So I'm going to simulate a disaster by deleting the original namespace. And then I will show you how to restore from the object storage. I'm assuming my container storage is gone, how to recover from the external object storage. Okay, and after the restore finish, I will show you how to back up the newly restored application. Okay, so let me come back to the Cloud Shell. Now, what I mean is, let me come back to the terminal. Where is my terminal? It should be here. No, it's here. Sorry for that. Okay, I come back to the terminal here. Actually, let me walk you through how to do it from a Huawei Cloud Web Console. They actually give you very good, visibility or observability. If you want to delete the namespace, this is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to, under the resource management, click namespace. I'm going to simulate a disaster by deleting my container, which is Yong-PostgreSQL. So I select the namespace, click delete, and confirm delete, and confirm, click yes, confirm. So shortly, my original namespace will be gone. Once the original namespace is gone, I will show you how to restore the containers, from the backup. Okay, it might take a few seconds. Actually, it's already gone. So my original namespace is gone. Now come back to my web console here. So I can see the moment we delete the namespace, originally I have 2 applications. Now I only have 1. Because we are talking to the API server. If the original namespace is gone, we notice it's gone. So now showing only have 1 application. How to restore? From the filter by status, you can see there is 1 removed application. It was deleted. But from here, we can restore back. So click the 2 restore points here. I can select from any one of the restore points. But remember, when you delete your original namespace, this container snapshot, the snapshots from the containers also gone. So you can't restore from the first restore point. What we can do is I can restore from the object storage. So in this case, I'm having my object storage created in the Singapore region. So this is my storage bucket name. So I select this restore points. If you want to just restore everything back to the original namespace, namespace also gone. Let me create a new namespace. Let's say Yom. I want to just keep it as it is, at the same namespace, Yong-PostgreSQL. Click create. I create the new namespace, and then before I click the restore. So if you don't want to do any advanced settings, you just click restore. We will restore everything back to the original namespace in a few seconds. And before I click the restore, I want to show you the capabilities. If I deselect all the stack artifacts here, you can select the individual resource to the recovery. Let's say somebody deleted secrets, or maybe somebody deleted service account, or maybe any one of the Kubernetes configurations. We allow you to select the individual resource to the recovery. Okay, for now, let me reselect everything. I'm going to click restore, confirm the restore, and you can check the status from the dashboard, or you can come back to Huawei Cloud Web Console from the port status. You can also monitor the affinity port is creating right now. That's my Kasten K10 temporary ports, and shortly it will be creating your production containers from your namespace. Okay, alternatively, if you want, you can come back to the command line. You can run get port status, so you can watch the status. Okay, so this is from a command line. You can monitor the status. So right now you can see my original affinity port 0. This is a temporary port while we are going to restore your containers. But once that job is done, we terminate that pod. Now we're creating the containers. Okay, the restore data containers is creating. So once the restore data container created, we are going to restore your job. Okay, so shortly, hopefully, just the most of the time, just under 3 minutes, the restore job will be done successfully. So as you can see from the screen, so here is the progress. So the restore data container created, we're doing the restore job, and after that, we're going to creating your production containers, and basically just within a few seconds, it is up running. So now, as you can see here, I highlighted this line. It is already up running, and it is accepting. It is ready. It is already ready. Okay, if I come back to my web console, you can see the restore job also completed successfully. It took this time, it took 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So remember, we are restoring from the external object storage. For my case, for this case, it take 2 minutes in total, 2 minutes 20 seconds in total to restore the application. And the moment we restore the application, you can see my application. Now I got 2 applications. I got the policy. I got the same namespace. So how to run the backup? You can either create a new policy, or in this case, I was using my existing namespace. So I can simply just run the job to back it up. Okay, so to show you how easy it works, I'm going to delete the policy to show you how configure backup policy is so easy, so simple. Go to the applications tab, select the applications. I don't have a backup policy. Create a policy, and give a policy name, and you select the action type. So you can define how often you want to do the backup. You can do hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, or on demand, or you can also enable the advanced options. From here, you can select every 5 minutes I want to do the backup. Snapshot retention, we already give you some recommendations, but you can customize based on your needs. And make sure you enable backup by snapshot export. That's where we make another copy of your snapshot, your Kubernetes configurations, your PVC snapshot, your application components to the object storage. Okay, that's all I need. How to select the application? I already selected the application, but you can do individual namespace select, or you can do label-based selection. Okay, so for now, let me just leave it as it is. Select the namespace. That's all we need basically for now. If you want to create the policy, just click create a policy. Just to show you, if I click YAML here, we actually allow you to create the policy via the YAML file. You just click this copy button and then save to a file. You can run kube control create -f to create the policy. So for now, let me just create the policy. So the policy created, instead of waiting for next scheduled job, let me just click run once. We will run the backup job immediately. Okay, I leave the job, continue to run. And in the meantime, come back to the slide deck to see what's left. So once you've done all of your testing, you can run K10-destroy.sh command to remove Kasten K10, to remove PostgreSQL database, and also to remove the object storage bucket. So remove PostgreSQL, remove Kasten K10, remove the OPS, that's the Huawei Cloud Object Storage Bucket. Okay, here is a few reference link. So if you're interested, here is the automation source code from my GitHub page. And here is how to build a CCE cluster from a web console. And here is a link. Kasten does provide the free Kubernetes training And after the training, you can, share the popular Kubernetes badges you earned. And another link for Kasten documentations. If you are interested, you can try my free automation tools. Right now, I've got the free automation tools for Google Cloud, 6 minutes to build a fully ready demo environments, to build a GKE cluster plus PostgreSQL plus Kasten K10. So left side, that's the instructions, or and right-hand side, that's the source code. So for Azure Cloud, it takes 8 minutes to build similar environments, AKS Cluster, MySQL plus K10, plus backup policies, automatically kick off the jobs. AWS Cloud, EKS, Cassandra, Kasten K10, 20 minutes, one command. IBM Cloud, I got the OpenShift cluster, including OpenShift Container Storage, or ODF, OpenShift Data Foundation, plus MongoDB plus K10. You just need one command, 45 minutes. And additional information, so I'm very passionate about Kubernetes, all different flavor of the managed Kubernetes, or even on-premise options. I teach you from this YouTube link. I teach you how to build a Kubernetes cluster on Google Cloud, GKE, Amazon EKS, Red Hat OpenShift, ROSA, VMware Tanzu, Alibaba Cloud, ACK, HP Ismo Container Platform, Oracle Cloud, Kubernetes Engine. This time, also Huawei Cloud Container Engine. And once you have the Kubernetes cluster up running, you need to worry about how to back up my containers. Here is the link, how to back up the popular Kubernetes containers. And another one is for how to build Kubernetes cluster and protect the containers via the automation. So here is a link. And last but not least, the popular Kubernetes clusters, there is basically it's a multiple playlist put together. Coming next, what I'm planning to do is how to migrate containers. Could be from on-premise, could be from other cloud, could be from other Kubernetes distribution to Huawei Cloud CCE Cluster. With that, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. So feel free to connect to me via any one of the ways listed here. Follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter, and also, YouTube channel, GitHub page. Thank you very much.